Om Yogis, welcome to this practice with Saraswati, the goddess of truth. Let's start in child's pose. So Saraswati is a river goddess. So let's take a moment now to relax into the river of the breath. Noticing the swell and the flow of the breath, floating the awareness upon the breath. Slowly bring yourself up to cat-cow. Inhaling to open the heart and exhaling, rounding the back. The name Saraswati relates to the pooling of water. The water represents our emotional body, a place of pure feeling, so a place of truth, because pure feeling cannot lie. So see if you can allow your mind now to drop into your emotional body, your feeling sense. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Gorgeous. Then coming out of that, let's meet in plank position. Engage your belly, let your lower back get long as the tailbone pushes towards the heels. Hands directly below the shoulders. Saraswati's name also relates to the power of speech and the possession of truth. So tuning into your feeling sense, hold your truth here. Hold your truth as you hold yourself as a superpower. Your truth is a superpower. If it's too much for your back, drop onto your knees. If it's too much for your wrists, you can come onto your forearms. And coming out of plank, come to a kneeling position. And we're going to start to take magnetic shock with the hands. So we're going to clap the fingers into the palms as if to clap inside your hands. It's like a clicking noise. And then come from kneeling into a kneeling up position as you dance your hands over your head. Just let your hands dance and clap above your head, around your body. Truthfulness is the spirit of sincerity. Truthfulness is disclosure, being unconcealed. Sometimes Saraswati is referred to as Ambika Devi, Mother Goddess. Amba Amba Jaya Jagadamba, Mother Goddess, Mother of the world, because it is the truth that creates everything. So in this position, see if you can catch the truth. There's just a few more seconds. And there are so many truths. And when you're ready, come down to sit upon your heels and just start to circle your wrists one way and then the other in your own time. Lovely dancing hands. Saraswati is a daughter of Brahma, the creator god. She resides, it is said, on the tip of the tongue of all beings. So as you circle your hands now, you can just take your tongue back into the roof of your mouth. Say hello to Saraswati. Gorgeous. Then release that. Come onto all fours again, and we're going to just take the opposite elbow to the knee. And whichever knee is supporting you, frame that knee with your hands to give you more balance. Opposite elbow to knee. Inhaling as you extend and exhaling as you curl in. Do a few rounds of this on your own. Gorgeous. Then swap sides. Opposite elbow to knee on the other side. Coming out of that, sit back onto your heels. We're just going to take a wrist stretch here, so extend your arm out in front of you, bring your palm forwards, your fingers down towards the floor. And using your other hand, stretch it all out. So Saraswati is a river goddess. Take a moment here just to relax into the river of sensation in your arm. Feel the flow of feelings and maybe even feel the dammed up places within you. And that's all fine, that's all part of your truth. Feel it all, and as you feel it, you heal it. Sounds so simple, but it takes time, you know. Maybe not straight away you heal it, but you're in the flow of healing once you're feeling again. So let's swap the hands over and do the same thing on the other side. Relaxing into the river of the breath, floating your awareness upon breath and sensation. Starting to let go to Saraswati, the river goddess. Beautiful, and then release that stretch when you're ready and just shake your hands out. Gorgeous. Then let's come back to all fours, and both of your feet now swing to the left. So you can come into side plank, keeping your left hand down and your left knee down if you want to. If you're feeling strong today, you can come into a full plank here. But stay on your lower knee if you need to rest a little. And test your truth. Where is your edge today? Do you need to do less? Do you need to do more? Hold and breathe. And then when you're ready, come out of that. I'm just going to take your feet to swing the other side of your mat, so over to the right side, right hand down, Side plank on the other side. Saraswati on the tip of the tongue. Can you bring your truth? Sorry, I forgot you were there. Come on out of that when you're ready. Listen to the music. Okay, let's come into Sukhasana, cross-leg position. And shake out your wrists. Gorgeous. Then from here, just drop your left arm down to your side and side stretch over to the left. Your right arm can come up and over your head, or if it's better for your body, you can just keep the arm still, whatever you like. Be in your truth. Breathing here, holding here. Coming back to center when you're ready, and let's side stretch over to the other side. Saraswati on the tip of your tongue. Can you bring your truth? Coming out of that when you're ready, let's start to take a Sufi grind, so just circle your belly anti-clockwise. Closing your eyes. You can picture now Saraswati dressed in white, standing upon the white lotus, embodying the highest reality, which is truth. Sometimes she walks with a white swan, which is symbolic of the soul's journey of purity, purity only through truth. It is written that Saraswati's sacred swan can separate the milk from the water, or truth from untruth. So as you do this movement here, it's really like we're kind of mixing the pot. Mixing up the sediment and separating I want to say the wheat from the chaff, but I think also that it is the curds in the whey. That's what I'm thinking of with the milk. Okay, let's come out of that. Come into boat pose when you're ready. Use your core to steady you. And if you can today, we're going to open up one arm, take it behind you and twist in your boat. If that's too much for you, bring your feet to the floor to support you here. Saraswati on the tip of your tongue. She is the truth. What is the truth of your body today? Hold and breathe. Beautiful. Release that. And then swap sides. Same thing on the other side. Saraswati, the river goddess, upon the boat now. See if you can relax a little into the river of your breath. And float your awareness upon your breath. Let the sensation be what it is. Float the awareness on the breath. Gorgeous. Coming out of that when you're ready. Extend your legs out in front of you. Bring your fingers behind you, hands behind you, because we're going to go push the hips up in a minute. Your fingers face forwards, we're just going to push the hips up, coming into an upward facing plank. If this is too much, feet can come to the floor, the soles of the feet can come to the floor, and you can come into tabletop. Hold and breathe. Coming down when you're ready, shake out your wrists. Now turn your hands so your fingers face backwards now behind you, and do the same pose again, just with the hands in a different position this time. Tabletop is your option.
This is the prayer she sings when she looks at us on earth. This is the prayer she sings when she looks on us on earth. This is the prayer she sings when she looks on us on earth. Sing it with
Coming down when you're ready.
Sing it with me. Sing it with me, she said.
Let's come into a leaning boat pose now. So back into boat. Just lean one way and then the other, balancing on one buttock, holding for a few moments. And then when you're ready, test your balance on the other side. And gently rocking the boat. Use your core to stabilize you. And then when you're ready, come back to center and gently bring yourself down to the floor, lie down. Taking a moment now to relax into the river of sensation. What is going on in your body today? What is the truth that sits with Saraswati on the tip of the tongue? Beautiful. Then from here, let's bring the left sole of your foot to the mat. Bring your right foot over your left knee as if to take reclined pigeon. And we're going to push into that supporting foot, so the foot that's on the ground stays there. So we're coming into like a pigeon bridge. As you exhale, lift your hips, and as you inhale, lower either to the ground, or if you're feeling strong, lower to a hover. Inhale, lifting the hips. Exhaling, lowering to a hover. In like a pigeon bridge here. If this is too much, you can do just these lifts in a regular bridge with both of your feet to the floor. Bring your truth. Saraswati on the tip of your tongue. Gorgeous. Then when you're ready, come out of that, swap your legs over, and exactly the same thing on the other side. So we're inhaling as the hips lower either to a hover or to the floor, and exhaling as you lift the hips up. If it's too much, just bridge lifts are fine. Gorgeous. And when you're ready, come on out of that. We're going to get a block now and bring it into your left armpit. And lying on the side, just support your head with your arm, with your hand here. And what we're doing is we're looking to find the spot in your armpit where the block presses in, and it's not too much, but it's not too little. It creates a release in your armpit here, which is called the pathway to the heart in Chinese medicine. If there's too much sensation with the block, if you're really tender under there, you could put a blanket over your block. And then we're just going to lie over the block and just let the block do its good work. And if you like here, you can bring your knees in towards you a little, your toes are together, and you can start to separate your knees, opening and closing your legs. If you prefer to stay still, you can do that. Our spiritual practice provides a container or an incubator, or even, like, you could call it a scaffolding for growth. And we grow really fast through the truth. And in your practice, well, your practice can hold that which is true for you. It's beautiful to have a place to come where you can really look at your truth and feel okay in that. You know, sometimes when we arrive in our practice, we might be carrying pain, worry, anger, confusion, and we are tested in those times. And the test is, can we bring all of that with us to our practice? Can we bring our truth? Or is our yoga practice just another place that we go where we leave that to one side, you know, just like going to the supermarket or something? In your practice, can you have faith that through your practice, your truth is meant to be seen? It's where we learn to hold it, we learn to understand it. Sometimes we transmute it. And eventually, the truth is either integrated into us, or if it needs to be, it's released as an old truth. Come out of that when you're ready. And let's come into the same pose on the other side. So can you treat your practice today as a place where you come to see the truth? To be with the truth. Maybe to release the truth. Maybe to realize the truth. You can bring the leg into this if you haven't done so already, or you can stay still. Gorgeous. When you're ready, come out of that and let's come into Sphinx pose. can we bring our truth to our practice? Truthfulness is the spirit of sincerity, disclosure, being unconcealed. Truth is the elixir of creation, and truth is the light language of the goddess Saraswati. Gorgeous. Just come out of that when you're ready. And we're going to come into like a half a bow on one side. So on your left side, see if you can lift your chest, lift your left leg and maybe bind it. If you can't bind it, just head towards that way. And then locust on the other side. So we're lifting the arm and the leg on one side, straight away from us, and on the other side it's pulled in. Find that shape if you can, and just hold here. And then when you're ready, just start to let it go as you exhale. And then when you're ready, come back into it. Inhale back into it, open up. And exhale, let it go. And you can let it go either completely or just a little bit. Whatever is true for your body today, follow your truth. Gorgeous. And then let's swap sides, do exactly the same thing on the other side. Inhaling as you come up, and exhaling, come all the way down or just come out a little bit. Give yourself space to see the truth. Beautiful. Then when you're ready, come to rest on your belly. And Saraswati says it is better to bring the raw truth with us, because truth outweighs the illusion and separation of the ego self. So lovely is act in accordance with your truth. Follow the wisdom of the body into each pose. So let's come into locust again, lifting the arms, lifting the feet, but this time take your locust hands, which are down by your sides, above your head into steeple. And as you do this, take your legs apart. And then pull your elbows in towards your waist, and as you do this, bring your feet together. So locust hands go over the head, legs go apart, elbows in, legs together. Act in accordance with your truth. And if this is too much, you can just take a regular locust. Let's take one more like this. And then come down to rest upon your belly. So lovely. In a materialistic sense, the practice happens. But the ego is an obstruction to creation, so practice might only happen on the physical. if the ego is with us. Because if the ego is with us, practice struggles to reach the soul. But if the truth is with us, something very different happens within our practice. Let's press back into a wide-legged child's pose. Sometimes Saraswati is referred to as Ambika Devi, Mother Goddess. Amba Amba Jai Jagadamba, Mother Goddess, Mother of the world. She holds the truth that creates everything. When we struggle to catch the truth, Saraswati is there to steady us. Amba Amba Jaya Jagadamba, Mother Goddess, Mother of the world. She who holds truth. Let's grab a couple of blocks when you're ready, lovelies. Just bringing your elbows to the blocks. Come into a cat stretch here. Your elbows are on the blocks, your hands come behind you in prayer, and your knees are directly under your hips if possible. And we just melt the heart here. Dump the weight of the heart. When we bring truth to our practice, when we show up, sometimes disheveled, dumping the weight of the heart down on the mat with us, Saraswati says, now you are ready to work. Now you are ready to realize another layer of yourself. Now you are entering the temple. Let's come out of that when you're ready, lovely. Ready. And we're going to come and sit between the legs, kneeling if possible. If this isn't possible for your knees, if you can't sit to the floor, just sit your bottom onto a block. And your feet point straight out behind you. You might even need 2 blocks or a large bolster, and that's fine. If you need a support here, just stay here. If you're kneeling and you're able to sit between your legs comfortably to the floor, you can start to bring your hands behind you and just drop your weight backwards so you're stretching your thighs. If this is easy for you, you can drop to your forearms. And if this is easy to you, you can lie all the way back or lie to a block. So we're coming into a variation of saddle pose. And we listen to the truth of the body. We work with the truth. Sometimes we get dragged, kicking and screaming into the truth. Sometimes something is taken or something is lost, and all that remains is a new truth. And for a time, we might feel as if we are a square peg in a round hole, and there is discomfort. There is discomfort as the truth struggles to fit within the parameters of our normal life, or our old life at this point. There is struggle because truth transforms. We have changed, and from that change we create, and reality is shifting. And for a time, the steady ground may feel lost to us. For a time. When you're ready, lovelies, let's come out of that. Grab 2 blocks. Our next pose is supported fish. So 1 block behind your heart, medium or low level. The other block behind your head, high, medium or low level. If you struggle to feel supported upon the blocks, just bring them both flat to the floor. Because sometimes we have to create the steady ground for ourselves. Sometimes the old world and the new one collides. Old ways change, and we need time to adjust to new truths. Saraswati brings comfort and guidance, encouraging the honoring of every truth, and helping us to acknowledge the fear of truth. When we are aligning to new truth, we might feel as if we are a square peg in a round hole. There is discomfort as truth struggles to fit within the parameters of our normal life. And there is struggle because truth transforms. And steady ground may feel lost to us as the old world and the new one collides. As old ways change, we need time to adjust to new truths. Saraswati brings comfort and guidance, encouraging the honoring of every truth. Every truth. And there are so many truths. Saraswati also helps us to acknowledge the fear of the truth. Flow on the river of your breath, lovelies. Let yourself relax and release. As truth transforms. And then when you're ready, in whatever way works, bring yourself off of your blocks, move them out of the way and just lie to the floor. You can be flat to the floor, or you can bend your knees, bring the soles of the feet to the mat and knock your knees in if that feels better for your back. Be in truth. And then push into your feet and come into a supported bridge, bringing the block to your sacrum. And relax here. It can be hard to relax with the truth. Because there is risk in truth. Oftentimes there are leaps of faith with no bridge between the old and new worlds. However, Saraswati asks we remember on the other side of risk is an inevitable alignment within yourself. And creative power. And you can stay here, or if it feels right for your body, you can take one leg at a time or both legs. towards the bottom of your mat. Pressing into the heel of your feet, the heel of your foot, as if to press an invisible wall away from you if your leg is extended over the block. For pontoon pose. The goddess Saraswati is on the tip of the tongue. She says, can you bring your truth? Can you sing your truth? Can you act in accordance with your truth? So just remember this as you practice. Be in truth with yourself. If you're doing one leg at a time, pontoon, you can swap the legs over about now. And then from pontoon, come back to bridge position. And then for bridge position, let's press into the feet, lift the hips, gently move the block out of the way and slowly bring yourself back to the floor. Separating your legs so they're wide, so your feet, the outer edges of your feet line up with the outer edges of your mat. Allow your legs to fall left to right, windscreen wiper legs. If it feels right for you to just move as you go, move as you go. If you want to stop and hold one side at a time, that's up to you too. Saraswati encourages you to act as the person you truly are, or as the person you are starting to become. Because you are growing, and your truth will teach others. It is through being in truth together that we continually create alignment. Ready, come out of that, back to center. Our next pose is going to be legs up the wall. So bring yourself the legs up the wall with as little fuss as possible. But sometimes the truth is, it's a bit awkward. So if it is, that's fine. Saraswati encourages you to act as the person you truly are or starting to become, because you are growing and your truth will teach others. It is through truth that we continually create alignment. And suppression has no creative power and leads only to depression. So Saraswati encourages us to be brave. Be brave in speaking truth, but also to be brave in hearing and being with truth. Saraswati teaches us not to be afraid of its power, rather to align with the vibration of truth, even if it makes us shake. Let the old and the new worlds collide, for Saraswati is with you. And you can stay with your legs up the wall as you are, if that feels good for your body today, if that feels true for your body. Or you can bring the soles of your feet to the wall, bending your knees, pressing into the wall with your feet to bring yourself into shoulder stand, supporting your lower back with your hands. Keeping your feet against the wall, or lifting one leg at a time up towards shoulder stand. If it feels true for your body, you might even come into a full shoulder stand here. Follow your truth. You might want to bring one foot to the wall and the other foot back towards a half plow. So one foot is on the wall and the other foot is stretching out behind you, behind your head. It's hard in this position to know the truth of which way up you are. And sometimes that is the truth about truth. It's very disorientating. It can be. If you're in a half plow, you can swap the legs. And then you can come back to the wall and gently start to lower yourself back to the floor. Use your feet to support you. Walk yourself back to the floor, legs up the wall again. As Saraswati teaches us, we are continually creating alignment through truth. Suppression has no creative power and leads only to depression. So Saraswati encourages us to be brave in speaking truth, but also in hearing and being with truth. Do not be afraid of its power. Align with the vibration of truth. Let the old and new worlds collide. For Saraswati is with you. Okay, lovelies, let's come out of that when you're ready. And we're almost at Shavasana, so while you're moving around, if you want to grab any clothes, socks, cardigans, jackets, blankets, ready for Shavasana, then do so now. And if you're not dressing yourself up for Shavasana, just sit still, close your eyes. Just feeling the energy of Saraswati moving within and around you. Then when you're ready, lovelies, let's come down to the mat. Hug your knees in towards your chest gently and then let them fall to the left for a supine twist. Coming back to center when you're ready. And in your own time, allow your legs to fall the other way. Beautiful. Come back to center when you're ready. And set yourself up for Shavasana, making sure that you'll be warm enough for the next 10 minutes or so. in Shavasana, start to sense, see, feel or imagine Saraswati's pure form and energy streaming towards you upon a cosmic river of light. Beautiful sacred swans glide about her on etheric water that shimmers with the light of 100,000 stars. And her white sari shimmers as if created by the light. Her skin glows and her wide eyes sparkle. And the shining light of Saraswati forms a temple around you both now. Saraswati moves through the temple like water, her dark hair floating behind her. Eventually she comes to stand beside a crystalline bell made of pure white light. And closing her eyes, she strikes the bell. And the sound creates a strong, visceral vibration of Om within you. Receive the sound of Om as it shifts your frequency now. and everything is Om. Allow yourself to float upon the Om, where there is no separation, only the truth of creation. Allow your mind to become receptive to the truth. Goddess Saraswati brings her hands to prayer, and you do the same. Feeling her love and support as she opens her eyes and gazes directly into yours. She sees the river of truth within you, and she bows with understanding and a deep reverence. And Saraswati speaks. In every initiation of truth, when the truth makes you shake, I strike a bell, making a sound of recognition and connection. I stand beside you today, helping you adjust to truth vibrations and aligning your frequency to a new reality. Let the old and new worlds collide as they must, for Saraswati is with you. And you hear the sound of Om. Everything is in the Om as you float upon the Om with the river goddess Saraswati. you're ready, begin to deepen your breath. Return your awareness into your body. Feel the truth of sensation in your body. And the river of breath flowing in, moving out. And then slowly, start to bring yourself back. Take whatever stretch you need. Hugging your knees in towards your chest when you're ready, gently stretching out the back body, rolling a little side to side, massage your hips. And just roll to one side. And from there, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Saraswati is on the tip of the tongue, asking, can we bring the truth? Can we sing the truth? And we'll conclude our practice tonight with a chant for Saraswati. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha Om. Saraswati Namaha Om. Om Aim Saraswati 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 Namaha Saraswati Namaha Om. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha Om. Om Aim Saraswati 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 Namaha Om. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha Om. Namaha Om. Om Aim Saraswati 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 Namaha Om. Om Aim Saraswati, Goddess of Truth, aligns our frequency to new realities. Let the old and the new worlds collide if they must, for Saraswati is with you. With so much love. Namaste.